Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be diving into a topic that you've probably heard a lot about, but might not fully understand, VPNs. What exactly is a VPN? Why do people use them? And most importantly, do you actually need one? By the end of this video, you'll have a simple, clear understanding of it all. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's demystify the world of VPNs. First things first, what does VPN even stand for? It stands for Virtual Private Network. Now, I know that sounds super technical, but stick with me. The concept is actually pretty straightforward. Imagine the internet is a huge, bustling public highway. When you browse, you're like a car driving on this highway. Your internet service provider, or ISP, think Comcast, Verizon, or AT&T, can see where you're going. The websites you visit can see where you're coming from. It's not very private. Now imagine you could build a private, secret tunnel that runs underneath this public highway. That's essentially what a VPN does. When you turn on your VPN, it creates an encrypted, secure tunnel between your device, your computer, phone, or tablet, and a server operated by the VPN company. All your internet traffic goes through this tunnel. So instead of your data being out in the open, it's hidden inside this private tunnel. This means your ISP can't see what websites you're visiting. They can see that you're connected to a VPN, but that's it. The contents of your traffic are scrambled or encrypted, making them unreadable to anyone trying to snoop. Think of it like sending a postcard versus sending a sealed, tamper-proof letter. Without a VPN, your online activity is like that open postcard. With a VPN, it's the secure letter. So how does this actually work in practice? When you connect to a VPN, you first connect to one of their servers. These servers can be located all over the world. Let's say you're in New York, but you connect to a VPN server in London. Now, when you visit a website, the website doesn't see your real location in New York. Instead, it sees the location of the VPN server in London. Your real IP address, which is like your home address on the internet, is completely masked. You're essentially borrowing the IP address of the VPN server. This is the virtual part of the virtual private network. You're virtually appearing to be somewhere you're not. This brings us to the first major benefit of using a VPN, enhancing your online privacy. In today's digital age, our data is incredibly valuable. Advertisers, tech companies, and even your own internet provider are constantly collecting information about your browsing habits to build a profile on you. A VPN helps to put a stop to this. By hiding your IP address and encrypting your traffic, you make it much harder for anyone to track your online movements and link them back to you. It's a powerful tool for reclaiming a bit of your digital anonymity. The second huge benefit is security, especially when you're using public Wi-Fi. We've all done it connected to the free Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, airport, or hotel. It's convenient, but it's also incredibly risky. These public networks are often unsecured, making them a playground for hackers. A cybercriminal on the same network could potentially intercept your data, capturing sensitive information like passwords, credit card numbers, or private messages. This is called a man-in-the-middle attack. But if you're connected to a VPN, you're safe. Because all your data is encrypted before it even leaves your device. Even if a hacker managed to intercept it, all they would see is a jumbled mess of unreadable code. The VPN's encrypted tunnel acts as a personal security guard for your data, protecting you from potential threats lurking on public networks. So a good rule of thumb is, if you read on a Wi-Fi network that you do own and control, you should be using a VPN. Now, let's talk about one of the most popular reasons people use VPNs: accessing geo-restricted content. Have you ever tried to watch a show on a streaming service only to be met with a message that says, "This content is not available in your region"? It's frustrating, right? This happens because streaming services have licensing agreements that restrict where they can show certain movies or TV series. This is where a VPN's ability to change your virtual location comes in handy. Remember our example of connecting to a server in London? If you do that, streaming services will think you're actually in the UK. This could unlock the UK's library of content, which might be different from what's available in your country. By simply switching the server you're connected to, say, to one in Japan or Australia, you can virtually travel the world and explore different international content libraries from the comfort of your couch. This also works for sports broadcasts, news websites, and other online services that might be blocked or different depending on your location. Another practical use is for saving money. It might sound surprising, but the prices for things like airline tickets, hotel rooms, and even software subscriptions can change based on your location. A company might charge more for a flight if it sees you're browsing from a wealthier country. By using a VPN to switch your location to a different country, you can compare prices and potentially find a much better deal. It's like virtual price shopping, and the savings can sometimes be significant. So, with all these benefits, are there any downsides? Well, a couple of things to keep in mind. First, a VPN can sometimes slow down your internet speed. This makes sense because your data has to travel an extra step from your device to the VPN server and then to its final destination. However, with modern premium VPN services, this slowdown is often so minimal that you won't even notice it, especially for everyday browsing and streaming. Second, not all VPNs are created equal. There are free VPNs out there, and while free is tempting, you have to be very careful. Running a network of servers costs money. If a VPN service isn't charging you a subscription fee, they're likely making money in other ways. Some free VPNs have been caught logging user data and selling it to third parties, the very thing a VPN is supposed to protect you from. Others might bombard you with ads, or have very slow speeds and strict data limits. A reputable, paid VPN service typically has a strict no-logs policy, meaning they don't keep any records of your online activity. When it comes to your privacy and security, this is one area where it's usually worth investing a few dollars a month. So, to recap, a VPN creates a secure, encrypted tunnel for your internet traffic. It protects your privacy by masking your IP address and hiding your activity from your ISP and other snoopers. It enhances your security, especially on public Wi-Fi, by making your data unreadable to hackers. And it gives you the freedom to bypass geo-restrictions, letting you access a world of content and potentially save money. Do you need one? Well, if you value your online privacy if you ever use public Wi-Fi, or if you want to access content from other regions, then the answer is a resounding yes. A VPN is no longer a niche tool for tech experts. It's a fundamental utility for anyone who wants a safer, more open, and more private internet experience. It's like having a digital invisibility cloak and a personal bodyguard all rolled into one. I hope this explanation cleared things up for you. The world of VPNs can seem complex, but at its core, it's a simple and powerful tool for taking back control of your digital life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. For more simple explanations of complex tech, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and stay safe online.